During my travels in the Arctic, I met a lot of people and asked them many questions, but I still had some curiosities about the interact activities. And so I want to ask you something, for example, to Professor Terry Callaghan, the founder of Interact, professor, scientist, researcher, a Nobel Prize winner. Yes. I have a very important scientific question for you. Why are you dressed this way?
Well, first of all, good evening, everyone. It's wonderful to see you all here, and so many good friends. Why am I dressed like this? It's to show that Interact reaches the furthest point on planet Earth. And these are Honorary Professor robes from Kobe State University in Western Mongolia. So extremely remote, but it's part of Interact. So we've reached the most remote places on Earth.
Oh.
So now I can take these off.
Can I help you?
Please.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm your assistant.
Yeah,
wonderful. And the head. Oh, you have a medal. Oh, like a Rocky Balboa. You're a fighter?
No, but I'm fighting climate change, or bad effects of climate change, with everyone else. But again, they're here as a layer to show you the quality of work that we do. That these medals, contributed to by everyone in Interact, lead to the highest quality of research in the highest journals. So it's nice to have that accreditation.
Okay, but this dress, the medals, and the other awards testify the results achieved by Interact so far. But how did Interact start, and how long have you been networking in the Arctic?
We have been networking for over 60 years. It started when I was a PhD student, and I visited 2 research stations. We had something called the International Biological Programme, and that divided the world into regions called biomes. And one of those was a tundra biome. But it was a tundra biome in a very wide sense. It included sub-Antarctic islands, South Georgia, Sydney Island, Macquarie Island. It had upland areas of peat bogs in Ireland. It had mountains in Austria, as well as all these sites, and many of them were in Russia, in the Russian Arctic. So even in the middle of the Cold War, we had better collaboration between East and West than we have today. During that period, I got a PhD and I developed a technique, and I was invited by the Royal Society to travel around all the research stations of the North, except Russia, to apply my technique, and I made friends. And we kept in touch, and at that point in time, we had no idea that the Arctic was changing. We thought the Arctic was stable, but we didn't know what was there. We were just asking, what is there? What is the productivity? What vegetation is there? What animals are there? But it's changing. How wrong we were.
You were wrong. Yeah. But so now it's different. What is different from Interact, and now what did you do now?
Well, what is different is now we all know that the Arctic is changing dramatically. So after 20 years of not working together but staying friends, we got together and we started to work together again. And we generated, from IBP, the University of the Arctic, International Tundra Experiment, and Interact. So old friends from the 60s came together to form Interact. And that was the start of a long process.
And I know that a lot of different indigenous people live around the Arctic. How did the collaboration between them and you scientists begin?
Yeah, I'm a little bit ashamed to say that when we started in the 60s, we didn't understand what we could gain by working with indigenous people. We knew them, we thought they were exotic, and we wanted to know how they lived. And they helped us with our equipment, and they helped us with some observations. But at that point in the 1960s, we didn't understand their unique knowledge, their different ways of knowing. What's new about Interact is we started to work with our indigenous friends from right around the Arctic, Russia, Greenland, Scandinavia, Canada, Alaska, and we worked with those people, and we brought 2 lots of knowledge systems together, and we both learned from each other, and we're working together as friends.
That's impressive. I mean, it's wonderful because the idea of collaboration between scientists and reindeers, elevators, you know, it's wonderful. But Terry, you've been working in the Arctic for 57 years now, right? Mm-hmm. More than half a century.
Yes.
That means that you're quite old. Yes, you're very old, Terry. Very, very, very old, Terry.
Yes, yes.
So, what is next for you?
Well,
I know that is
of course, Interact is dynamic, and it's been a wonderful journey. And it's not just been a wonderful journey of discovery, it's been a wonderful journey of bringing new friends into Interact. This is the former boss of the Obispo station in northern Sweden, who handed the position to me after he retired in the 1970s. And that's the new coordinator of Interact. So between these three friends, you cover more than 60 years of institutional knowledge. So my role has been to open doors for people, to make introductions, to welcome people in, to make new friends, and to share friends.
And please, close because